This is a quick walkthrough of how you create or indeed edit an advert on marsbrookboating.com. In this particular instance, we're looking at creating a new advert in the yachting section of the website. Now, underneath here, you'll see there are 6 different tabs that we need to work through in order to create our advertisement. The first tab relates to the contact location and advert category information. The advert category is which country within the yachting section of the website do you wish to be listed. So from the drop down box you'll select the country that you're located in. The remaining information on this tab is all to do with your presence on the internet or where you're located. So your email address in terms of which address we will send inquiries to when people want to contact you. Your various URLs for your website, Facebook and Twitter account if you have that. Contact details in the form of telephone number and your location, town and country in the world. And the map that you see here where you should select your location, and you can either double click to drill down, or if you would rather you can enter the address or town there. It'll bring a marker up and you can then drag the marker to where you're actually based. The location that you put on here is what will be used on the results page, which we'll look at in a minute, as well as on your own advertisement for the map that is displayed there. The next tab, Hold Information, is where the bulk of all of your textual information will be entered. We won't go through all the fields here, most of them are fairly self-explanatory, but we will briefly touch on a couple of them. The advert title field that you see here is the only field, in addition to selecting the category you want your advert to be located in on the previous tab. This is the only field that you must complete before you can save your advert. This field, whatever you put in here, is what will form the URL of your advert, the web address, and as such it can have an effect on the rankings of your individual advert on the internet, so you might want to give some thought to the words that you include within that. The short description is important, and I'll give you a real example as to why here. If we look here on the site itself, this is a listing of sailing schools in Spain, and what we see here is a brief bit of text. This is the short description, and as such it's a small amount of text that you use to try and entice people to move forward to look at your advertisement. If we move on down, there are various other fields for you to complete, including things like affiliations and where you some information about your location. The next information is to do with the prices, and here you have the opportunity to put in some generic pricing information here, and up to about 30 different prices for products that you might offer in the table here. You don't have to enter all of those. You can use as much or as little as you like. Any fields you don't put any information into simply won't show. So you could have a heading here, for example, 2 or 3 products detailed beneath it here. Then you might feel that in fact you want another subheading, so you won't fill anything else in here. You'll put in the second subheading here and a couple more products and services, and then you may be done. And that is all it will display on your advertisement. The next tab that we have relates to the pictures for your advertisement. There are 3 sections here. The main advert image is the image that you see at the top of an advert when you open it. It's about the first thing anybody sees. It's quite impactful, and you should choose one of your better images for that. On the results page, we'll go back and I'll show you what we're talking about here for this image. In addition to the text that we see displayed here, there is an image to the right hand side. This is the results page image, and as such, just like the short description text, is used to help to entice people to move through to your own advertisement. In the section beneath, this relates to your photo gallery, where you can load up to 24 additional images, which will be displayed in thumbnail format, but upon clicking will go into a large format display up to 825 pixels wide. Special Offers provides you with the ability to detail any particular offers you'd like to make to visitors to the site. They'll then be available to customers under the Special Offers link at the top of the page on the main menu. They'll display within your advertisement, and a small flag will display on the results page against your entry to indicate that you have a special offer. The final tab all relates to information that you should enter for the search engine on the website. So a general description, you should look through the various boxes here and select as appropriate. Tell us whether your courses are applicable for beginners, intermediates or advanced people, and finally, if you have any particular affiliation, find your affiliation in the list down below and highlight those courses that you are accredited to offer. And once you've done that, the only thing that's left to do is to save your advert. Thank you very much.